Manchester City 3, Chelsea nil. Listen, man, I think a lot of us saw it coming. We saw it coming. Chelsea have not really been on good form this season, and Manchester City have a characteristic, if I must say, of you know we've seen this multiple times from Manchester City. They have this ability to you know um push, give an extra push towards the ending of a season. They usually will just go on a stretch of wins, and I won't be shocked if they win all their games um that's remaining this season. I would not be shocked. Manchester City have the ability, they have the squad. They are a fantastic team, and the City Sharks they've smelt blood and they are swimming. They've smelt blood and they are swimming. This is the Manchester City that we were saying at the beginning of the season and middle of the season. A lot of us were saying that there's no way they can overtake Arsenal. There's no way they'll be lucky to even just win one trophy. And it's that same Manchester City now that beat Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final 2-0. And it's that Manchester City that is creeping. They are creeping, slowly but surely, stealth mode, trying to nick this Premier League trophy from Arsenal. They've been knocked out of the Champions League by Real Madrid, so now they can put all their energy towards the FA Cup and the Premier League. It's possible. The way they are looking, they can win that domestic treble, and it will be so surprising. That is why it was very important for Arsenal to win the match against Bournemouth yesterday. All those points here and there that Arsenal were dropping at the middle of the season, before the international break, all those points here and there that Arsenal were dropping against, certain teams. Now those points would have given us an edge, especially in a time like this. That loss to Bournemouth yesterday might be looking like the you know how do they say it, the push that breaks the camel's back or something like that. So Arsenal are in trouble because City have another game. They have a game against Crystal Palace. Now Crystal Palace, they're not going to be easy. They are not going to be easy. Anything can happen. However, with the intention or the intentionality City is moving with right now, it's there's a slim chance that Crystal Palace would even be lucky to see a draw, to get a draw against City. Crystal Palace will be lucky. Talk less of a win. Now I'm a very optimistic guy. I'm not pessimistic, so I believe that in the Premier League anything can happen. Do you understand? Anything can happen. Crystal Palace can go ahead and win that game, but the chances of that happening is very slim, very very slim. Arsenal's next game is in the Champions League second leg against Sporting Lisbon, and after that they face City. City is not going to be easy at all. Arsenal face City at the Etihad, not at the Emirates. And if Arsenal is playing like this against um you know they're playing like this against Southampton, against Manchester City, against Bournemouth, do you think that they will now go to the Etihad and win? Again, anything is possible. However, if Manchester City beats Crystal Palace on, I think the game is on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. If Manchester City beats Crystal Palace, hmm, Arsenal is in trouble. Oh. Arsenal is in trouble. That game against City is a must win. Is a must win for Arsenal. That game against City is a must win because if City beat Crystal Palace and Arsenal loses at the Etihad, Arsenal, oh my god, This will be the greatest. If Arsenal lose this trophy, it will be the greatest bottle job, like lead loss, probably in the history of the Premier League. And it will just solidify Arsenal as a joke team. Like it is just going to solidify it. Now, speaking on the game against Chelsea, it was just total dominance, man. It was total dominance. Chelsea under this their coach. I don't think their coach is this Rosinio is cut out for it. I don't think he's cut out for it. It was just total dominance. He was outclassed, outplayed, outmuscled. Chelsea stood no chance. They stood no chance. Chelsea they have a bad defense. They have a bad defense, and this is a team that has spent millions on millions on that defense line. But they're not a serious team. They're not a serious team. The only person that really played today like he has something to prove was Cole Palmer. Aside from Cole Palmer, I didn't really see anybody do anything. Joao Pedro tried, but really didn't do anything. Pedro Neto, that guy is just useless. I don't know how that guy starts for Chelsea. The dude is useless, man. As a winger, he's useless. That type of player should be playing for a club like Chelsea. Um, Caicedo, this is the guy that people have the audacity to even to say is better than Declan Rice. This is the guy that people are actually saying that is better than Declan Rice. Like, come on, man. Like, it was after that second goal, it was curtains. And look at me, I was thinking that Chelsea was going to do Arsenal a favor and like win the game or at least draw or something. So listen, man, Manchester City, they are a strong team. They are a serious team. They are a serious team. And with the way things are going, hmm, you know, I still think Arsenal is going to win the league. I still think Arsenal is going to win the league. But however, I just feel like it's going to be by little, by like this, by like this. At this point, I still think Arsenal is going to win it, but I feel like if Arsenal loses their next Premier League game which is to Manchester City, Arsenal are in trouble. Arsenal are in trouble. And there's nobody to blame for this. The players can only, and it's not even. Yes, they will say it's Ateta. This is on the Arsenal players. This is on the Arsenal players. Today during the Chelsea City game, I was looking at Semenyo, and I was just thinking to myself, look at who Manchester City bought, and look at who Arsenal bought. Madueke. Arsenal spent 50 plus million on Madueke. Like, look at the difference. Look at the difference. When you look at it, a lot of the signings Ateta has made since he came to Arsenal have failed. Have failed. A lot of the signings he's made have failed. I don't know who does their Arsenal scouting. I don't know what was the purpose of going to buy Madueke. I don't know what the purpose was going to buy Kai Havertz. I do not understand. I don't. You know, Zubimendi has fallen off. Oh, this guy just a sideway back pass merchant. Sideway back pass merchant is what this Zubimendi guy is. You know. And if Arsenal loses this league, man, Arsenal have themselves to blame. Like during the game today, the camera spotted a Manchester City fan that had an Arsenal sticker on a bottle. Imagine if Manchester City goes on to win this league. That clip in itself will be legendary. Will be legendary forever. And this is what Arsenal put themselves, man. Arsenal put themselves in this, and they are the ones that have to get themselves out of this. All that, oh, the fans need to bring their lunch to the stadium, and this one that Ateta was saying. But guys, shut up and coach your team. The fans are behind you. You don't need to um try and rally up the fans. The fans are always there. You just do what you have to do. Just do what you have to do, man. If Arsenal goes trophyless this season, it will be criminal if Arteta is if his contract is extended. It's criminal. Even as respect for himself, he should leave because the abuse will just be too much. He should just respect himself and leave. If he ends up going trophyless this season, just have respect for yourself and leave, man. Just leave. Just resign because the abuse, the disrespect it will be too much. It will be too much, and it will be borderline like unbearable. But hey, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please like the video. You guys are not liking the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel to get notified when I release more videos, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Do you think Manchester City will go on to win this trophy, or do you think Arsenal will still win the Premier League title? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.